Welcome back. Today I'm showing you how I make venison sausage using my favorite sweet Italian sausage recipe. Stick around to the end, and I'll share how you can get the recipe too. With this last whitetail doe, I quartered and deboned the meat. After setting aside the backstrap and tenderloins, I ended up with about 20 pounds of meat to work with. From there, I trimmed off as much silver skin as I could. That stuff can clog up your grinder and make the process frustrating, so it's worth the extra effort. After that, I took the best cuts and cubed about 6 pounds of stew meat, leaving me with 14 pounds ready for the grinder. My recipe is based on 10 pounds of meat. For the perfect sweet Italian sausage, I like a ratio of 7 pounds of venison to 3 pounds of bacon ends. The bacon adds just the right amount of fat and flavor. Here's where the magic starts. I mix my spices right into the venison cuts and let that sit for a couple of hours. While that was marinating, I ran up to Walmart to grab the bacon ends. These 3-pound packages of bacon ends are the cheapest and most consistent option I've found. I've been using them for over 30 years, and they never disappoint me.
Hey, if you want to watch more outdoor adventure and hits and tips videos, smash that subscribe button down there.
Using my 1-horsepower grinder from Cabela's, I use the largest grate to reduce the chances of it plugging up with gristle and silver skin. I start by grinding a couple pieces of venison and then a couple pieces of bacon to start the mixing process. I could have cut up and mixed the bacon in with the spices and meat, but this works okay. Have an extra pan available for collecting all of your grind from the first pass. I now take scoops from each of the 3 pans from the first grind and mix them together. Before I start the second grind, I pull the grinder apart and clean up the auger and the plate. If there is some extra meat in there, just run it through again and spread it on top of your first grind pan. I use the same big whole plate, but if you want a finer grind, feel free to use the smaller plate if your grinder comes with one. You may experience a clog or two using the finer plate. As I mix the first grind in these pans and spread them out long ways, I will now take scoops of meat for the second grind. After completing the second grind, it is time to package up your sausage for future use. I like to make some 1-cup and 2-cup packages, giving you different use options or gifts for family and friends. I used to use my Cabela's vacuum machine, but this year I invested in this Abbott Armor Chamber vacuum machine and I won't be going back. Once the package is sealed, I like to flatten it out so they're easy to stack in the freezer, and when you thaw and want to make sausage patties, you just cut them into squares. When the kids were at home, this was a full family event, grinding, packaging, and labeling. My wife and daughter would come up with some funny statements for future enjoyment when we would go to use one of the packages. Now for the part you have been waiting for. The recipe is included in the description of this video. Enjoy!